One Adam 12, one Adam 12. We got some dirt bags on West Main here. Gonna do a citizen's arrest. Not in my hood. Had to give a ticket for littering, one for graffiti, and there's a dirt bag next door that won't mow his goddamn lawn, so he's sure as hell getting a ticket. Not on my watch. Run a tight ship in our hood. What's happening, fellas? Check this thing out. This is a Rockville Interceptor, Kaplan America edition. We had two of these in. You might have seen the video of me doing a big smoky hole shot on the one we sold. We sold that one as is, needed a headlight and some other stuff. We took all the best parts from the two and put them on this one. Jeff added the brand new trip light. Brand new trip light siren, and he put a ridiculous amount of work into this thing. I got a huge stack of invoices for this thing. He put the Shinko tires on it, front and rear. The mags were painted black. The bike has been given a full cosmetic preservation and restoration service, if you will. It's got a new graphics package on it. The windshield, I think it was like $200 and something on the windshield. Brand new smoked windshield. The graphics are by Christy Steiger, Rockville Interceptor. Just beautiful, black and gold. Definitely cool. Hey, there goes the police right there. The real police. So it's a really cool looking bike. It parts people on the highway like the Red Sea. They, the only problem is if you're on a 2-lane road, they're gonna go really slow. So if you're on a 3-lane or 4-lane, they'll definitely pull over because it definitely has a look. If you zoom in on this graphic right here, you'll see it says Rockville Interceptor. It's got the American flag. It's black and gold leaf. Just a beautiful piece. Squirrel and Kenny, old school Kenny, spent quite a bit of time detailing it. Kenny polished and wet sanded and buffed the original paint on the gas tank and the fairings in beautiful condition and the front fender. These are gel coated bags. He buffed these bags really nicely, cleaned up all the chrome. And I've got a work order here. I'll go over it just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Jeff put quite a bit of, the man mechanic Jeff, he's done quite a few of these Kawasaki KZ1000s. And I'll go down the parts. So it's got a new Yuasa battery, new spark plugs, new Bellray 1040 oil, new oil filter, of course, a new front tire. It's a Shinko 110/90/18, beautiful tire. New front brake pads, new regulator rectifier, a new Rix electric regulator rectifier, new intake manifolds. If you zoom in on the carburetor, you see the intake manifolds are new. New air boots on the other side to the air box, new air filter. New air filter cover and snorkel, brand new EK630 chain, bunch of miscellaneous electrical connectors and wire, new brake fluid, brand new fuel petcock. It's an OEM Kawasaki. That was $100 for that. Everywhere you look, there's a $100 bill. A brand new pair of OEM Kawasaki mirrors. If you zoom in, you'll see those are the original factory Kawasaki black mirrors. The tinted windshield was over $200. And then, of course, the assorted windshield hardware. And fairing covers. The siren was over $100, so quite a bit was invested in parts. And the carbs were removed. The bank of carbs were cleaned and soaked in the carburetor clean tank. The carburetors were dismantled, completely rebuilt, replaced the intake manifolds and the air boots, installed the new air filter, cleaned and rebuilt the air box, new plugs, changed the oil and filter, rebuilt the front master cylinder, cleaned and honed the front brake calipers, cleaned and honed the rear brake caliper, bled the brakes front and rear, and flushed with new fluid. Of course, installed the new front tire, new rear tire, replaced the regulator rectifier. This bike also has another substantial upgrade. It's a Dyna electronic ignition, big upgrade over the stock one. The lights, the horn, the signals, the brake lights, replaced the exhaust, the rear exhaust system, the mufflers from the other police bike, which were in better condition. So, like I said, we migrated some of the better parts from that one over to this one. It has the factory police package, which includes the Interceptor style body kit on it with the full fairing, bags, the chrome brush guard or bumper guard in the rear, the saddlebag protectors, the highway bars up in the front, the floorboards, the heel toe shifter. Jeff put a total of 25 hours of service into the bike. The detail shop put a total of 20 hours in it, so we have 50 hours of labor, or excuse me, 45 hours of labor. And then of course Chrissy Steiger designed the graphics. She's probably got 4 or 5 hours into the graphics package. The entire bike was hot water pressure washed, steam cleaned, hand washed, degreased. They polished the engine, repainted the wheels, the shocks, the bars, the fairing was touched up, the tank and bags and fenders are all polished and wet sanded and buffed. The frame was touched up, the swing arm was repainted, the hand controls were all cleaned up, new graphics were installed, the tires, the brand new tires were cleaned and polished, the sidewalls, so they look factory fresh, which they are, they're brand new, and polished the exhaust. So basically every square inch of this bike has been massaged, tuned, attended to. It is a former police bike, of course, and if you zoom in, check out this keychain I picked up for it. It's a concealed weapons permit. We kind of got a little obsessed on the project and, you know, did a lot of cool things like this concealed weapons permit. It's been kind of a fun project here at the shop. Been working on it for a couple months. You might have seen it in a bunch of our videos. Now we're putting it up for sale. We can't give it away. We've got a work order with $5,523 in parts and labor put into the bike. $5,500 is not hard to do, restoring a classic like this. But it is the KZ1000. They're known to be bulletproof motors. This was maintained by the municipality, which is to say over-maintained, because it was a police duty bike, so they always change the oil, tires, brakes, everything was fresh. 46,646 original miles. You can see the tack and the speedo are in good shape. Has the storage compartments up here on the fairing. Definitely an all-day cruiser. It has a super comfortable police edition leather seat. Fantastic, nice, comfortable seat with a lumbar support on the back here, and gives you the ability to slide back a little bit at 6'2". The only thing I would do is add some highway pegs and put a stereo on it, and you got yourself a cross-country cruiser. The bike runs phenomenal. The brakes, everything works great. Handles phenomenal. Again, it's got the new chain on it. You can see the center stand is intact, and if you zoom in on it, you see it was repainted along with the kickstand, which was repainted. Just a beautiful piece. Now, there is a slight whine in the transmission that you might have heard when I took off. It is a transmission bearing, which Jeff said could last, you know, a long time, or you could replace it now. It's not failed, it's just whining. The oil in the gearbox is new, so we discovered that after we rode it around a little bit, but we're selling it the way it is. It's cosmetically restored, mechanically gone through, but it does have that one slight issue with the gearbox whine, which you can or cannot fix it. It's up to you. We're selling it the way it is. So if you have any questions about it, give us a call, 860-454-7024. Junior, you want to add anything about this classic police Interceptor?
Definitely a luxury for the cops to be riding around on this air-cooled big KZ1000 with the chain drive and triple disc brakes. Just total classic in police form. And I'm not surprised why they use these for so many years after the main production. You know,
it is a replica. The Chips bike for sure is exactly what they ran. In fact, this is the original factory paint job. Just so you know, give you an idea of the way this bike was maintained. This is not a repaint. We only put the graphics on it, and if you look at the side covers, those are the original factory side covers, almost 40 years old. So obviously well maintained, stored indoors, municipal machine, got all the services needed. We ended up with 2 of these, so we took this one right to the limit. You can see the engine cases were polished. All the aluminum and chrome's been polished. It's as good as it's going to get. The bags, this is a nice storage on the top here. I've got this one additional decal I'm going to mount here. It says, "Give me liberty or give me death." Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. My only regret is I have but one life to live for my country. July 4, 1776. I forgot to mount that. That's going to get mounted right here. Or not. You know, if you buy it and you don't want it on there, I won't put it on there. But just a beautiful piece. Lots of storage in the backpack and the side bags. So kick-ass piece. This is the original Kawasaki Police Edition. Mud flap on the back. That's been on since it was new. You can see it's in good shape. And again, the rims were repainted all black. Kick-ass piece, man. If you have any questions, give us a call. Again, factory KZ1000 exhaust, factory intake, factory carbs. The whole drivetrain is 100% stock original. No mods, no abuse. It's ready to go. Thanks for watching. God bless America.